Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Juliben Fish Academy. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I change water on daily basis in my small fish farm just at the back of my house. I have about 5 tanks behind my house, very little tanks, so it's a small scale business. So how do I manage to change water every blessed day? One thing about this fish farming is being able to, meet up with the daily tasks, changing of water. I do that every day so that my fish can be healthy, and then also so that the water will not smell and, cause chaos around the house. Tenants may complain of water smelling and all that. So, but if you're able to change your water on daily basis, you will go a long way to curtail those unwanted reactions from people around you, and the entire farm will be neat. Your fish will grow healthy and they will have a better life to come. So very quickly, this is the 1000 liters capacity tank. It's a GP tank I converted to a fish tank. Now the water is at the 800 level. Here is the 1000 liters. Here is 800, so I usually fill it to the 800 level so that the fish can have enough water to swim on. I'm going to change this water as well. And then this is the second tank. This one is just 200 liters capacity. Then this is another one, 200 liters capacity. And then this one is 100, and then this one is 100. And here I have the feed for each of the levels of fish I have in my farm. Now each of these tanks have what we call an outlet. Now this is an outlet. It serves for 2 purposes: for sending in water and then also allowing water to overflow, especially when rain comes and then the water level in the tank increases. So if you're not around, it will get to the brim and the fish will overflow. So you need an outlet like this so that water can easily go through without necessarily rising the water level and sending the fish out of the tank. Same thing applies here. Another outflow here. By the time the water rises, it goes through here and then it goes out from here, from these holes, and then it pours under. Each of them have that. You can also see it here. And then for this particular 100 liters tank, there's a little hole I designed here. The hole is actually meant for overflow when water gathers during the rain, so that it can overflow without affecting the fish. There's another hole here. Alright, so straight away we have to start the removal of water process. So first I use my hose and connect to this big one. I won't open it now until I have done all connections and they are all positive. So I'm going to connect this one here. Has to be firm, then put it here. That's the first, then to the second, and then also connect it here. That's okay. Over to the next tank. These are covers I made to prevent anything from entering or causing smell at the end of the day, just for neat purpose. And then it goes here, and then finally this one will go in here and then join this one here. So at this point, all the tanks are connected. If I open the tank right now, all of them will flow at the same time. And by the time they flow, you discover that it goes outside the compound. That is a hose that will drive the water out of the compound. So at this point, I will open the first tank. It has started flowing out. Second tank, it has also started flowing out. Third tank, It has also started flowing out. The fourth tank that started flowing out too. And then finally the fifth tank, which is the matter of them all, it has also started flowing down. So we are going to watch this water level go down from here to the bottom. I'm going to pause the video right now to avoid making this video too long. Alright, the water level has almost gotten finished in each of the tanks. This one has also gone down. Then wow, this one is completely drained, and then this one as well is completely drained. Come on, look at what we have here. Look at this particular fish here. It seems to have a very big tummy. Hey, calm down, come on. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Calm down. Very stubborn. It seems that his tummy is big. What has he eaten? Wow. I don't want to believe that these eggs. He's too young for it, although he's 8 weeks old now, or let's say over 10 weeks because he's over 2.5 months old. Just that he's among the fish that didn't grow very fast. So I wonder why he has a big tummy like this. And very hyperactive for that matter. Anyway, let's let him be. Alright, we give them water. So while sending water in the tank, we close here. Sending water to this one as well. We have to close here too. So while they are receiving their water, I'm preparing this one to receive their own water as well. This one will have his own hose here, connected here, and then put it on. So they will receive water from here. And while they are receiving this water here, I can put off this outlet. Alright. Then these ones as well will need their own water, although theirs will be on a separate host, which I designed here. I'll pick this host, give them, and we try to connect this hose here. Alright, connected. Now I will take this hose straight to where I'm gonna, send water into that tank. That is the source of water. Alright, which is here. Alright, put it on as well. Then the water will now flow from here. And then, bingo, it now serves as an inlet for them. They enjoy fresh water. If you check very well, they'll always cluster around the water droplets. They just enjoy the water to be very, very fresh. So while they are receiving fresh water, I will check on this tank. Yeah, this is the biggest tank, so it takes time to go down. However, it has started going down already. It was at this level before, but now it has gone down by 200 liters. Each mark is 200 liters. That's 1,000 capacity. So while that is going down, let's watch others as they flow. So these ones have started receiving and have started receiving as well. Now the water level has almost gone down. So what I need to do now is to drain the final water at the bottom. Now there are two controllers here, the major and the minor. Now this major one actually releases huge volume of water, and this one will definitely empty the tank. How? Now this is where it ends, particularly here. The water level here can no longer flow here. So because this level is a little bit above the bottom level, That is why this minor controller came into play, so as to empty the tank absolutely. I usually ensure that no water remains at the bottom, because dirty things can settle at the bottom and start forming algae and all sort of things that are unhealthy for the fish will now start forming under. Although algae can be very healthy for them at times, serve as food, but I don't want any form of algae growth in my tank. So I have to empty the water every day. So now that I'm done with this major one, all I need to do is to close this one and then take it over here to the smaller one and then open. So the water now flows. It will go down until the water level will be at the bottom, and by then fresh water can now come into play. All right, while it is trying to empty that to the bottom level, I'm going to wait a little before connecting the final one. Now the water level has almost gone down, so I have to connect it now for new fresh water to go into the tank. So this is now an inlet where the water will flow through here. Let's go and put on the tank, or let me say the source, not really the tank. Put it on from here. Then water will start flowing into the tank. The reason for this shower head here is to avoid the water from coming down with so much pressure. So when it's coming like this, pressure is reduced and the water keeps going and going and going. So I'm going to fill this tank up to this third level here. That's the 800 liters level. By the time it gets to that level, I can allow them so that they can swim. The reason for so much water is for them to have a good enabling environment to swim, sleep, and do all sort of things they usually do. All right, let's wait for the water to rise. So back to this tank. At this point, this tank is full to the brim. Yeah, you can see the fish, they have enough space to swim and their water is clean. I like doing that every day. Every blessed day, the water should be as clean as this. And then let's look at this tank. All right, this one is also full. When it gets to this level here, it is done. This one is also full. And then this one as well is also full. And this one as well is also full. So at this point, we have to administer their food. Now, they have different feed depending on the sizes they are. The big ones enjoy the big the small ones enjoy the small is like the size we use in grading the fish. The fish amount of let me not say amounts, let me say the size used to feed them based on the level of how small they are. Now these ones are quite juveniles or post fingerlings, so they eat very small of food. This is about 1.8. Yeah, 1.8. I think there's 2 cups or there's 2 spoons just enough for them. All right, so over to this particular one. Their feed is different. Theirs is a little bit bigger. See, theirs is a little bit bigger in size. So you just sprinkle at the top for them. Then they will come and feed on them as soon as they get hungry. Just a little is okay. Alright, over to the next tank. Alright, these ones are quite a little bit bigger. So their feed is different. Their feed is 3 This is bigger than the one I put in the former tank. So just sprinkle a little. Just sprinkle a little around. That can be just enough for them. Alright, that's enough. Same thing with them here. see how they're enjoying it. That's just enough for them too. Now we go to the guys, the biggest guys. Woo! They're pretty hungry here. You can imagine the speed at which they fight for it. These guys are the big bangs. They eat more than Africa. Alright, I think this feed is enough for them. If, however, I come back in the next 5 minutes, they are done with it, I can administer more for them. They are really having good time. One thing with catfish is you must feed them till they are satisfied. Failure to feed them well, they will not grow well. And of course, and if they don't grow well, they will end up being the one to lose. So at times, feeding may be a very tasking part of the job because their feeds are not cheap. But the truth about it is, if you can sacrifice and feed them well to their satisfaction, they will definitely grow big. And if you want to make money from it, you will enjoy it. 1 kg as we speak is about 1,200, and each fish can grow to about 2, 3, 4, 5 kg depending on how you feed them in 6 months. And you can imagine how much it will be. If you have a fish of just 2 kg, that's already 2,400 for one fish. Now assuming you have 100 fish only, that's 240,000, you know. But the feed will definitely not pass 50,000-60,000 for the period of 6 months. So it is an important thing you always feed them well so that they will grow accordingly, because when they do not grow accordingly, it will always be at your detriment. All right. Amazed at the outcomes. Once again, thanks for watching. For you to have spent this time to watch this video till the end really shows that you are really interested in this fish farming system. And I'm encouraging you, you can actually start this at the back of your house and it works comfortably and you will surely enjoy and reap from it. If you want to use it for business purpose, that will be fine. If you want to use it for your personal consumption, that will still be very much fine. And trust me, it is not stressful. So long as you design your system in such a way that you can easily change water every day, you have no reason to have stress. And then also feeding is also one aspect that can be very much financially consuming. All you need to do is prepare their feed on ground and just feed them on daily basis so that you don't have the cost to be spending and be running to the market every week or every month and all that. Alright, thanks for watching. Once again, this is Juliben Fish Academy, and see you next Friday.